Hi, I'm Pete Marczyk. The great ingredient we're going to talk about today signifies happiness, riches, and longevity in Korea, and it's a symbol of good luck in China. Its Latin name is Prunus persica. It's not a prune, but it has over 700 cultivars, which is a fancy name for type or variety. Today, we're going to talk about one of Colorado's best ingredients, the peach. I trust cows more than I trust chemists. Know your farmer, know your food. I really hope that we can arouse some curiosity in people. The very simplest of great ingredients can really make the difference in your life. Great ingredients make great food. Today we're in Hotchkiss, Colorado. We're at 5,800 feet above sea level. We're here at Ela Family Farms, and we are going to meet the rock star of fruit in this whole state, Steve Ela. He's an old friend, and let's go meet Steve. Hey, Steve.
Welcome, Pete. Glad to have you.
Happy to be here. Let's go to the orchard. When did you make the transition, and why did you make the transition from conventional to organic?
I never intended to become an organic grower. I just wanted to farm in a better way that was, you know, more sustainable, that was better for our overall environmental health, that wasn't going to pollute water, and that wasn't going to kill me either. And at some point we looked at our peaches and said, gosh, if we use a organic fertilizer and we don't use herbicides, they're organic and we can get a price premium. Well, that then becomes an economic reason. But we backed into it for what I would say are the right reasons of we just wanted to be better growers. We grow 14 varieties of peaches. Each variety picks for about 10 days to 2 weeks. You know, on the store shelf, you just see peach, but in reality, you're seeing a sequence out there.
Oh, not at every store.
Not at every store.
Careful, pal.
Yep. I said at some stores, excuse me. At many stores. But at the farmers markets, we label them, and each variety does have a little different flavor. So New Havens, which we just finished, tend to be a very just straight sweet peach, low acid, whereas Rosas have a little more acidity and a little more zing. And I like that personally. I like it. To me, it gives a fuller flavor. It's that zing that, you know, 5 minutes after you've eaten the peach, you go, that was still a good peach.
What's your favorite peach to eat?
The one in my hand. I mean, why would you delay gratification? So what we look for when we pick a peach is we come in, and it's really easy to look at the red side and say, oh yeah, it's ready. But what we really want to do is turn it around and look at the back side and look at this yellow color. So a peach that isn't ready, and we can go over and look at a peach that isn't, this is going to be green.
It's very subtle. You know, the greenness, and I see what you mean, it's just a tinge, and that would be something to look for in the market, is a peach that has that green tinge will not eat well.
Right. Peaches are somewhat different than some other fruits in that when you pick them, they don't continue to mature. They will soften, but they won't get sweeter. So why don't you see peaches from Chile? It's that exact reason. The longer you can leave that peach on the tree, the sweeter it gets. Truly, I mean, the best peach you can have is to nurse it off the limb into your mouth. You know, that's the sweetest peach.
So the closer you are to your source of peaches, really, the better your peaches are.
The better you are, because, you know, we're not going to ship this peach across the country, but we can get it to Denver, and we can get it to Colorado and have it be just a great peach.
Tell me about the difference between peaches and nectarines. They taste awful similar to me.
Yeah, well, and they're related. It's kind of like those hairless dogs. So a nectarine is a hairless peach. As much as we dislike that fuzz, and as much as it's an irritant to us, you know, it serves a real purpose. One is it's an irritant, so it keeps insects off. Nectarines, if you notice, tend to have a lot more skin marking, and they're much harder to grow because insects eat them, a lot more thrips and a lot of other things that don't bother peaches because of the fuzz. The other thing is, which is really amazing, is if we get a hailstorm, and let's hope we never do.
Yeah,
but
I can't even believe you said that word.
Well, I can't either.
I can't.
I usually say the little white stuff.
Take that back.
But if that little white stuff out of the sky happens to hit one of these little fruits, peaches show that damage much less than an apple or a pear or a nectarine. That little cushioning of the fuzz is just enough to protect that peach.
You told me the best way to eat a peach is to nurse it off the tree and straight into your mouth.
Now I'll have to give you a warning.
Okay.
I have to have you sign a disclosure and full laundry laundering instructions, because
Okay, I
the
won't
laundry
get a
general
voucher.
the laundry general has determined that slurping peaches is dangerous to your clothes.
Okay, so should
So
I should make
wide stance,
okay, wide stance,
ready to bend over.
Okay.
Just reach up.
Athletic stance.
Athletic stance.
Ready.
Full
Okay.
focus on the peach. Yep. There we go.
Okay. All right.
Now gentle, because the skin may slip off if it's ripe enough. Just nurse that off.
That is so stupid. Oh my God, that is a great ingredient. That is awesome. Look at that, it's pooling.
That's the best peach you can get.
I've never eaten anything so good in my whole life. That's amazing.
You can get good peaches anywhere if they're picked right. Now I think Colorado, with our big hot days and our cool nights, I mean, we're up in the 90s, maybe 100 in the day, and we're in the 50s at night. I mean, where else do you get that big swing of temperatures? And I think that really does help flavor. I mean, it makes a difference. But the big thing is pick it tree ripe. That's the ultimate ingredient. But then Colorado's got this great climate. That's why our peaches taste great. They may be a little bit smaller at times, but they get that beautiful red color, and they get just all those aromatic flavors that it's like wines. You should smell them and then you should eat them. And if you can't smell them, it's not a good piece of fruit.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that peach. I mean, that is just the peachiest peach I've ever eaten. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That is a great ingredient. Look pretty perfect to me. That's for the camera.
Yep,
right?
exactly.
They do. They're beautiful.
I'm impressed you took a bite.
Well, I try everything.
I guess so.
If it's edible, I try it.
Well, I wouldn't call that edible.
It's actually not terribly edible.
Like I said, I'm impressed you tried it.
Won't kill me.
It won't kill you, but
Wow. I inhaled peach.